Welcome to the Ganz PixelMaster video training series. Today we will be introducing you to the PixelMaster's thumbnail search. Using a mouse or remote control, select Menu and then select Search. If a login screen appears, that's okay. It simply means that you have password check for search and backup enabled, as I do here. Enter your password. In my case, it's the factory default of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then press OK. You should now see the Time Search tab found in the search menu of the PixelMaster. In the search menu, you will also find a tab for Thumbnail Search, Event Search, and the Text in Search tab. While the Time Search tab has been covered in a prior video, today we will be covering the Thumbnail Search tab. The Event and Text in Search tabs will be covered in additional videos. Now that we know where the Thumbnail Search tab is, let's get familiar with its functions. Located toward the top left of the Thumbnail Search tab is the Calendar function, and it is here that we can navigate to a specified date and time. At the top of the calendar is listed the month and year. To navigate to a prior month and/or year, select the back arrow. To navigate back to the current month and year, select the forward arrow. If a particular day of the currently shown month is required, simply select that day. To find the oldest recorded data, select the first button at the bottom of the calendar. To return to or find the newest recorded data, select the last button at the bottom of the calendar. Below the first and last buttons is the channel, date and time, and interval functions. Since thumbnail search is done on a per channel basis, a video channel of interest must be selected. Selecting the channel drop-down menu allows the selection of camera 1 through 4, 1 through 8, or 1 through 16, depending on the PixelMaster model. The Date and Time function is designed for manually inputting a specific date and time. By selecting the up arrow of the year and/or month, higher numbers can be selected. By selecting the down arrow of the year and/or month, lower numbers can be selected. The interval function of the thumbnail search offers the selectable options of minutes, hours, or days. When days are selected, the number of thumbnails will equal the number of days of the selected month. When the hours are selected, the number of thumbnails will change to 24, with their video matching that of the selected day and channel. When the minutes are selected, the number of thumbnails will change to 60, with their video matching that of the selected hour and channel. One thing to note is the effect of the interval selection upon the date and time selection. When selecting days, the date time offers the options of year and month. When selecting hours, the date time offers the options of year, month, and day. And when selecting minutes, the date time offers the options of year, month, day, and hour. Now that we understand the various ways to navigate the calendar and manually enter a specific date and time, let's look at the timeline. The timeline is recognized by its long rectangular view to the right of the calendar. Located directly above the timeline is the data type legend, indicating if the video channel data showing is pre-recording, continuous, alarm, motion, or panic-based. Directly below the data type legend, across the top of the timeline, are the units of time, seen as 0-100 hour through 2300 hour. The timeline is an industry standard military time, but is easy enough to mentally translate into the standard AM/PM time frame. The type of recorded data is indicated by referencing the matching color of the data type legend. Example being, light green would indicate pre-recording, dark green would indicate continuous recording, red would indicate alarm-based recording, light blue would indicate motion-based recording, and yellow would indicate panic-based recording. Below the timeline of the thumbnail search tab are the thumbnail representations of the selected video channel. As the time intervals of days, hours, or minutes is selected, the thumbnails will arrange accordingly, so when days are selected, the number of thumbnails will match the days of the month. When hours are selected, the number of thumbnails will match the hours of the day, 24. And when minutes are selected, the number of thumbnails will match the minutes of an hour, 60. Upon selecting any of the available thumbnails, its recorded video will appear in the preview window to the bottom left. If the preview window playback is not enough and full or traditional playback is required, there are two ways to accomplish that. either by double-clicking on a selected thumbnail or by selecting a thumbnail and then clicking on the playback button. Either of the two selection options will lead to the launch of the playback function. Note, the playback function will be covered in a separate video from this one. If you are looking for instructions on navigation of the playback menu, please look forward to that video. In order to exit the thumbnail search tab and return to the live view, click on close and the NVR will return to the live view mode. Well, that completes our training video on the thumbnail search tab for the Ganz PixelMaster NVR. Thank you for viewing this video and keep an eye on our website for more to come.